All right, you YouTube nerds, here it is. 2022 Chevy Colorado Z71. And I wanted to touch on a couple points, um, and kind of give you guys my thoughts, not only on the truck itself, but the reason why I traded in my Ram for this, and instead of one of the 2021 Tacomas that I was looking at. And it really just came down to the fact that the Ram, although it was a great truck, it was it definitely gas mileage was starting to become an issue now that I'm starting to drive a little more here and there, not just for work in general, but for my company as well. And living in Las Vegas, sometimes just having a mid-sized truck makes more sense, not just for the gas mileage aspect, but also because, well, gas mileage for sure, but also because it's easier to park. I swear parking lots are getting smaller and smaller out here, uh, and it just comes down to a mid-sized truck being easier to park, better gas mileage, and in some senses more capability on the off-road trails, because some of these trails are smaller, and I had some problems fitting the Ram on some of the trails that we were going on. But the reason that I went with this over the Tacomas that I was looking at is that there were two other Tacomas in the same lot, both used, both 2021s, but they were rentals, and it seemed like someone really beat the crap out of them, and they had twice the mileage that the Colorado had, and this is still under full factory bumper-to-bumper warranty, which, from a value standpoint, this was actually the better deal. Um, you know, I'm a huge fan of Tacomas. I know that they are built very solidly. They're solid trucks. It's very rare to have a build quality issue. I will never say that a Colorado is built better than a Tacoma. That would just be nonsense. But like I said, from a value standpoint, same price, half the mileage, a year newer, and under full bumper-to-bumper warranty. For the same price, this was pretty much a no-brainer. This is the Z71 off-road. I want to clear up a misconception, though, is that from the factory, the Z71 actually has a half-inch lift on the front. All right? A lot of people I've noticed through online forums, even on Facebook groups, a lot of people were saying that the suspension on the Z71 is the exact same as a standard LT or WT. This is not the case. I actually did verify. I also verified this with GM, but I also parked this next to a couple of LTs and a WT a couple weeks ago. Not a couple weeks ago. I'm sorry. About a week ago, almost a week ago, and there was actually about a half-inch difference in height in the front. So that was something I wanted to clear up, because it is not the same suspension. And from what I've been able to tell from what I looked at, there are no spacers. There are no strut spacers on this. So which means that is a completely different strut. Okay. So far I've had this for about 2.5 weeks. I've been so busy that I haven't had a chance to really go through anything as far as the videos go, posting, whatnot, updates. I haven't done any real mods to this. The only thing that I've done so far is I've taken off the side steps, and I've taken off the air dam as well. I'll show another shot of this. I've added a soft roll-up tonneau cover. Normally, the first thing I would do would get a hard tonneau cover, trifold or quadfold, like a backflip or a gator. I couldn't find any good deals on them, and I wasn't about to spend $1,000 on a freaking hard cover, because that's just insane. So for now, soft cover will do. Anyway, the tires. Okay, so tires. These are the same tires that are actually included with a lot of the Tacoma off-roads, the TRD off-roads, the Goodyear Wrangler Adventurer with Kevlar. I'm not a huge fan of Goodyear tires overall. These are about a year and a half old. They definitely show signs of wear. As far as how capable they are, I don't know. A lot of us have seen videos on them. And me just not being a fan of Goodyear's wet traction of almost any tire they make, I'm not a fan, especially when monsoon hits. I definitely want a tire that's going to hold up a little better for off-roading, snow, gravel, rain, you name it, even mud. So these are okay for now, but I will be upgrading the tires to either the Falcon Wild Peaks or maybe the Pirelli Scorpion All-Terrain Plus that I have on Ram. One of the two, most likely. I might give General Grabber ATX a try. I don't know. We'll see. But I am going to go up at least one size on these. I'm either going to do two 65 17s, or I might step it up to two 65 70 17s. I'm not going to even bother trying the 275s because I mean that was the size that was on my Ram, and these wheels are definitely smaller. So I think 275s would be difficult to fit on here. And of course, I'm going to be doing a front leveling strut kit, either Bilstein, Rancho, or maybe even Eibach. We'll see. But if any of you have any recommendations on leveling strut kits that work well for the Colorado or Canyon series in particular, let me know. Because the only experience I have with leveling strut kits is with full-size trucks. So this being my first mid-size truck. I don't know if there's going to be a difference in handling and overall ride quality with the same struts that I had on my Ram. So that'd be interesting to see. So if you guys do have any ideas or any thoughts on that in particular, let me know, and I'll definitely take it under advisement. So anyway, recap, this is the reason why I went with the Colorado over the Tacomas. It wasn't because I didn't like the Tacoma. It was just because from the value standpoint, this was the better choice. Because of half the mileage, a year newer, under full bumper-to-bumper warranty, tires are in decent shape. You should have seen the tires on the Tacomas. I mean, someone literally smoked the crap out of them. And the dealer that I bought this from, that also had the Tacomas, they weren't going to change out the tires for me or give me a credit for it. So there was really no point in even bothering with that. Aside from that, you know what? I gotta say this. They had a white Tacoma. That one drove like absolute crap. Not because it was a bad truck, but because someone beat the living crap out of it. They had a silver Tacoma that drove a lot nicer, but the tires on that one were the ones that were bald, and a couple issues with the door. Like someone ran the door into a tree, and then they fixed the exterior portion of it, but not the interior portion of it. So every time I was opening the door, it made this clunk sound, and it wouldn't have really bothered me because it was on the passenger side, but my girl was with me and she had a problem with that. So, anyway, so yeah, as far as the other two mods go, on this, of course, I got to get the front side windows tinted. That was the one thing that has been driving me nuts, and I've been trying to put it off since we're almost in winter time, so I don't think I really need them. So I might just wait until beginning of first quarter of next year or something. But one thing I do want to note, it is a good thing this is under warranty. This was used as a fleet vehicle for 20,000 miles prior to me getting this. So I wouldn't say that anyone beat the crap out of it, excuse me, but one of the motor mounts, these use hydraulic fluid filled motor mounts. One of them was actually slightly damaged and leaking. It still is. But because of the GM strike that's going on, parts are on back order with no ETA officially listed yet. They're going to go ahead. I went to a GMC dealer, by the way, a service center, because they didn't have too many appointments in front of me. So anyway, they ordered both sides for me just to be on the safe side, both hydraulic motor mounts, and there's a slight coolant leak. Again, this is the reason why I was okay with getting this over the Tacoma, because it is under full bumper-to-bumper warranty. Everything's going to be replaced, and if need be, then you're going to give me a rental. So far, this thing's been running fine. It's been running like a champ. I've actually had zero issues with this. But something that I did want to point out, I don't know if it's a common thing. I haven't found many posts online, either on Facebook groups or forum pages that even have mentioned the hydraulic motor mounts before. But again, aside from that, this thing is still a very good, solid choice for what my options were at the time. And if you guys have any questions about this in particular, if you're thinking about getting a mid-sized truck, not sure which one to go to, one thing I do want to mention is that I came close to also getting a Ford Ranger FX4 Lariat. I chose not to get that, even though it was it had super low miles. It was a 2021. The reason I didn't choose it is I did not like the turbocharged engine. I didn't like that hesitation when hitting the throttle. From what I understand, the new Canyons and Colorados are also turbo, but them having a 2.7 liter is supposedly a lot less lag. But I didn't want to go out and get a 2023 model just because right now the first year of any generation is always a bad idea. You basically become a guinea pig. And if you look online, people are having a whole bunch of problems with it, whether it's the Canyon or the Colorado. They're having electrical issues, they're having battery issues, they're even having, from what I understand, some of them are even having some slight transmission issues. So again, this is another reason why I chose the 2022 instead of getting either the Tacomas or one of the Tacomas or a 2023 Colorado. Even though they look really nice, they've definitely updated them both inside and out. I just didn't want to be a guinea pig. So anyway, guys, questions or suggestions, throw up a post. Let me know what you think. Throw up a comment.